Hello, everybody. This is Apba Brian in Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you the final game of the 1960s league season. The New York Mets and the San Francisco Giants. First place is on the line. This day started with three teams tied about the top of the National League standings with just one game to play: the Atlanta Braves, Pittsburgh Pirates, and the San Francisco Giants. The Braves and Pirates have played their games. They both lost, and so their record is 9-7. The Giants come into this game record of 9-6 plus 11 run differential. If they don't lose by more than 3 runs, they will be champions. Let's back that up. If they lose by less than 3 runs, they will be champions. If they win, they'll be champions, and the record will move to 10-6. And I said earlier today that the Mets were eliminated. We're still a little early. They're hanging on by a fingernail. If they win in this game and the record moves to 9-7, they have to win by a lot of runs. I think 10 or more. They have to win by 10 runs to beat out the Braves. All games from around the National League are final today. The Cincinnati Reds beat the 67 Cardinals 4-2. So the Reds finished their season 8-8, and the Cardinals finished at 7-9. And then once again, those two big games played earlier today. The 1969 Cubs beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 6-1. The Pirates now have no chance to win the championship. And the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the 69 Braves 5-2. The Braves still have a chance to win the championship if the Mets win the game. As the Braves were eliminated, as the Pirates were eliminated by their loss and the run differential, the San Francisco Giants will lose out on first place if they lose by more than 3 runs. They'll be tied if they win by 3, if they lose by 3. And that means that there'll be a playoff game on Monday between the Atlanta Braves and the San Francisco Giants. But in short of that eventuality, the World Series will start on Monday, and that's the Boston Red Sox. They'll be starting at home in Fenway, and they'll play the winner of the National League. We don't know who that's going to be yet. Okay, Billy Pierce has completed his warm-up tosses. Tommy Agee steps into the box for the New York Mets. Agee's swinging from the right side. He's facing the left-hander Billy Pierce. 3-4 is the roll. That is a fly ball to center field caught by Willie Mays. Basket catch out in center is the first out. Here is Al Weiss playing third base today. We'll read the black die first, orange die second, the color of the Giants. 31 is a base on balls. Al Weiss coaxes a walks out of Billy Pierce. Weiss is a fast runner at first. We're using basic Apba, but using the steal ratings in the master way. We have steal ratings for both teams. Here is Cleon Jones, 340 hitter in 1969. 52 is a 27. San Francisco's fielding column 2. It's a ground out to third base, and that is Davenport throwing to second to retire Weiss 5-4. Fielder's choice for Cleon Jones. He's at first, fast runner. Now 2 down, and here is Don Clendenin. 1-5 is a 10 for Clendenin. That is a single to right center. The runner will go to third. If we were playing basic, Clendenin could try to steal second. we're using the master ratings for stealing. It's C17. He's going to hold it first and let Art Shamsky try to drive in the first run of the game. First and third, 2 outs. Infield is back. Here's the pitch to Art Shamsky, 1-4. It's a fly ball to left field, and Harvey Keene is under it and makes the catch. So Billy Pierce survives the first inning threat from the Mets. Scores 0-0. Giants coming to bat. New York Mets are going to give this game their best shot. Tom McGraw is going to start this game. He started 4 games. He's normally their closer, but they started 4 games in 1969. He's going to start this one because they got to win by about 10 runs. So I don't think a closer is going to be a big issue here. You want to get the best available pitcher on the mound that is available, and that's Tug McGraw. So here he is, pitching to Felipe Alou. 2-3 is a ground ball to third base, or a Y. It didn't have a Y, so it's ground out to third, 1 down. Mets are fielding column 2, so both teams will be using the second column. Here is Harvey King. 22 is a base hit for Harvey King. Just a professional hitter he is. 304 hitter in 62. Slow runner at first. Both teams will play the slow runner safe on the base paths unless I note otherwise. Here is the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. 35 is a 9 against an A pitcher. That's going to be a infield single for Willie Mays. First and second, Giants. Mays is fast, but he's got a roadblock in front of him in the form of King. First and second. So I think at this point we'll not play it safe with Harvey King. We'll play it normal on the base paths. Orlando Cepeda. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a round out to the shortstop. Harrelson will throw to second. That's Boswell. Over to first. 4th inning, inning ending double play. Giants don't score. We go to the top of the second. 0-0. All right, Billy Pierce is toward the end of a long and illustrious career, mostly with the Chicago White Sox in the American League. He won 211 games career-wise with 3.27 ERA, and he was selected to 7 All-Star teams. Here is Jerry Grody stepping into the box for New York, top of the second, no score. 51 is a 9 against a C pitcher. That's going to be a pop out to the third baseman, Jim Davenport. Here's Ken Boswell. 43 is a roller back to Billy Pierce. A little lift, he's got it. He throws to first base. 2 outs. And now Bud Harrelson. 41 is a 28. That's going to be a round out to the shortstop. Jose Pagan, the throw to first. 3 up and 3 down for the Mets. We go to the bottom of the second. San Francisco, 0, and New York, 0. Jim Davenport leads off the bottom of the second for San Francisco. 25 is a 8 against a pitcher. That's going to be an out. A pop out to third base. 1 away. Here is catcher Ed Bailey. 44, that's an 8. That's also a pop out to third baseman Al Weiss. Second baseman Chuck Hiller, a long-time first base coach for the Royals, years gone by. It's a hit column roll for Chuck Hiller. And 34 is a single. You could steal second, but again, we're using the master ratings. and he's not going to do a G22. The G will prevent him from going. It has to be two out, late 8th inning or later for him to seal. Here is Jose Pagan. 64 is a strikeout. That's the end of the 2nd inning. Go to the top of the 3rd. Mets nothing and Giants nothing. Todd McGraw leads off the 3rd for the Mets. There's no score. Here's a pitch from Billy Pierce. Swing and miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Billy Pierce. At one time, he was a pretty prolific strikeout pitcher. Here is Tommy Agee. 6-2 is a swing and miss, strike 3. Al Weiss. And 34 is a fly ball to center field. That's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still no score. All right, the Giants will lead off their 3rd with the pitcher, Billy Pierce. Here's the pitch from McGraw. 1-5 is an pop out to 3rd. Seems to be on the menu today. Here is Philippe Alou. 51 is a pop out to 3rd. That's 4 pop outs to 3rd in the 2 innings. Harvey King. 34 is a ground ball to 3rd, and a busy inning for 3rd baseman Al Weiss. He throws out Harvey King. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the 4th. No score. All right, too many times it seems like pop outs to 3rd are the way that heartbreaking World Series ends. I'm thinking of Yastrzemski in '67. I think Sal Perez popped out to 3rd to end the 2014 World Series. And it just seems like it just happens a lot. Here is Cleon Jones facing Billy Pierce, the 4th inning. Nobody has yet changed the scoreboard. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. 1-5 is a base hit for Cleon Jones. Jones is a fast runner at first and a threat to go. He has the E26 rating. The E will not let him steal until there's 2 outs until the 6th inning. Billy Pierce will face Don Clendenin, who can always hit and run, but Clendenin's got a lot of 13s on his card, and he also hits with power. So rather than swing away, here's the pitch to Don Clendenin. 55 is an 8 against a C. That's going to be a single to center field, and Jones will settle in at 2nd. He can go no farther. 1st and 2nd for New York. Art Shamsky. Mets have something going here. Here's a stretch and a pitch from the left-hander Billy Pierce to Art Shamsky. 51 is an 8. That's a single over short, and that will score Jones. Clendenin goes to 2nd. 1-0 New York. So far, it's not been a good day if you've been in first place coming into this game. 1st and 2nd, no outs. Jerry Grody. Here's the pitch from Billy Pierce. 52 is a 27. That's going to be a double play ground out to 3rd base. 5-4-3. Clendenin goes to 3rd. But suddenly there's 2 outs. That changes the complexion of this inning. Here's Ken Boswell. Six-1 is a 24. That's a roller to the shortstop. 6-3. That's the final out of the inning. So the Mets only get 1. They take the lead 1-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. Willie Mays leads off the last of the 4th for San Francisco. 55 is a 8 against an A. That's another pop out to 3rd. There have been 5 pop outs to 3rd. Orlando Cepeda. 34 is a ground ball to 3rd. 2 outs. Weiss is having a stellar game defensively at third base. He has put out 8 of the 9 San Francisco Giants who put the ball in play. Here is Jim Davenport, the Giants' third baseman. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, and that is caught by Art Shamsky. 3 up and 3 down for the Giants. We go to the 5th. 1-0 New York. All right, I should mention that Tom McGraw could have used his starting rating, which is a grade B, but he used his A rating. So he is past his point of fatigue, and he has 1 chink against the armor, and he's going to go as long as he can. But Harrelson comes to bat, and Tom McGraw grabs his bat. He is on deck. Here's the pitch to Buddy Harrelson. 51 is a 9 against a C. That's going to be a pop out to third. Here's the pitcher, Tom McGraw. Struck out his first time up. 25 is a 21 that's hit on the ground to the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda, who boots it, and McGraw will reach by an error. He's a fast runner at first. It's Tommy Agee. 46 is a strikeout. Third strikeout for Billy Pierce. Here's Al Weiss, who's probably already exhausted after all the plays he's made on defense. Here's a pitch to Al Weiss. 36 is a ground ball to second base. Go a short way to get McGraw at second. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 New York. It's the bottom of the San Francisco order. Here is Ed Bailey. 6-1, 38th. Ball 1. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Art Shamsky ranges to his right and makes the catch. 1 away. Chuck Hiller. 35 is a 36. Ball 1. 52 is a 27. Ground out to third or X. He's got the X, so that's a strikeout. Second strikeout for Tom McGraw. Was Apba gone. 6-1 is a ground ball to shortstop. Bud Harrelson scoops and throws to Clendenin at first. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 6th. Mets 1, Giants nothing. Billy Pierce will lead off for San Francisco. Cleon Johns will lead off for New York. 54 is a fly ball to right field. 1 away. Don Clendenin. 56 is a strikeout. Clendenin is 2 for 3 on the game. Here is Art Shamsky. And 25 is a 8 against the C. That's a base hit for Art Shamsky. He is 2 for 3. Shamsky is slow at first. Jerry Grody, the catcher. 1-3 is a 2 balls and no strikes. And 24 is a strikeout. That's the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. New York 1, San Francisco nothing. Tom McGraw has retired 10 straight batters. He's got Billy Pierce, so it could be 11, and then Tommy Agee and Felipe Alou and Harvey King. Here's the pitch to Billy Pierce. 1-3 is a 23, fielding column 2. That's going to be an error on the center fielder Tommy Agee. So Pierce is at first. Average speed. Felipe Alou. 316 hitter. 25 homers. He's not bunting. He's going to swing away. 26 is a fly ball to center field. 1 out. Harvey King. Another 300 hitter. If you get the first man on, you got 300 hitters coming up. I mean, odds are you're going to do something. Here's a pitch to Harvey King. 35 is a 9 against the A. That's going to be a single, an infield single for Harvey King. Giants at first and second. King is slow. Willie Mays. And that is the point of weakness for Tug McGraw. He goes to B pitcher. And that's going to get somebody up in the bullpen. Don Cardwell is working in the bullpen for New York. McGraw will pitch to Willie Mays. 1-1 roll. There's a drive for Willie Mays. It might be, it could be, it is out of here a 3-run home run for the Say Hey Kid. And the Giants go out in front 3-1. Timeout. Manager Gil Hodges will go to the bullpen and bring in Don Cardwell to pitch to Orlando Cepeda. He is a grade C pitcher, Z modifier. He'll be a grade B pitcher for 1 batter only for same sidedness. Here's the pitch to Orlando Cepeda with 1 out, 3 runs in. 44 is a base hit for Cepeda. Jim Davenport. Giants have the lead for the first time in the day. 56 is a pop out to the shortstop. That's 2 outs. Catcher Ed Bailey. 17 homers and 254 bats, so plenty of power here. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop. Well, in the inning, but the damage is done. 3-run home run by Willie Mays puts the Giants up 3-1 going into the 7th inning. For the top of the 7th, it'll be Ken Boswell, Buddy Allison, and Don Cardwell scheduled to hit. Here's the pitch from Billy Pierce. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Willie Mays is under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Buddy Allison. 41 is a ground out to the shortstop. Jose Pagan with the throw to first, 2 outs. Bases are empty. Cardwell is going to go ahead and hit for New York. 31 is a 23 that's going to be an error on the center fielder. So put Cardwell at first, 2 outs. Tommy Agee. 6-3 is a fly out to center field. And this time, Willie Mays makes the play. We go to the bottom of the 7th. The Giants 3 and the Mets 1. All right, bottom of the Giants order will bat in the 7th inning. They're up by 2 runs. 36 is a 14 base on balls to Chuck Hiller. Slings away the bat and trots to first base. Here is Jose Pagan. 1-5 is a 8 against a C. That's going to be a base hit to center field, and the runner goes to second. First and second for the Giants. Nobody out. Here's the pitcher, Billy Pierce. Pierce will square around and try and bunt. .25 is a 9. It's picked up by the first baseman, Don Clendenin, who gets the ball to Boswell covering first. A successful sacrifice. The Giants will have runners at second and third. That brings up Felipe Alou next. He could really knock a hole in this game and secure a pennant-clinching victory for the San Francisco Giants if he does something here. Here's the pitch to Felipe Alou. 3-3 roll. That's a hit column roll for Felipe Alou. And the second column roll is a drive deep to left field. It won't go over the wall, but it's going to be a triple for Felipe Alou. 2 RBIs and 5-1 San Francisco. You almost say the horse is out of the barn, the way Billy Pierce is pitching today. Here is Harvey King. Infield's in for New York. Timeout. Manager Go Hodges will go to the bullpen and bring in Ron Taylor. He's a grade B Z pitcher, and he'll be grade A pitching to Harvey King for same-sidedness. The Mets will play the infield in. Here's the pitch to Harvey King. 1-2 is a 25. That's a line drive to third base. Weiss has it and steps on third, catching Alou off the base for a double play. We go to the bottom of this, or top of the 8th inning. It is San Francisco 5 and New York 1. All right, the Mets find themselves down by 4 runs. They'll have Al Weiss, Cleon Jones, and Don Clendenin in the top of the 8th inning. 3-3 roll for Weiss. That's a base hit for Al Weiss. Rated fast runner. C20 stealing, but down by 4. He'll probably sit tight. Here is Cleon Jones. 31 is a 8 against a C. That's going to be a single to center field. And the runner goes to second. That is 3 marks against Billy Pierce's fatigues. He is tired. And Alvin Dark of the Giants calls time. He will go out and bring in a new pitcher. New pitcher for the Giants is Bobby Bolin. He's a grade C pitcher, X and Z modifiers. He'll be a grade B pitcher pitching to Don Clendenin for the first batter only. Here's the pitch to Clendenin with no outs and 2 on. 43 is a 29. Will roar to the pitcher, who throws to second, taken by Pagan, and then the relay to first. It's a 1-6-3 double play. Weiss goes to third, 2 outs. And if the Mets are going to win by 10, they're going to have to take care of their opportunities, and they've not been doing that. Here is Art Shamsky, 2 outs and runner on third. 32 is a ground out to second base. That's the end of the 8th inning for New York. They don't score. 5-1 Giants. All right, Willie Mays will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning for San Francisco. He is 2 for 3. He has a big 3-run home run in the 6th, has provided most of the margin for the Giants. 36 is a base on balls to Willie Mays. Ron Taylor working carefully to the Giants superstar. Fast runner at first. Here is Orlando Cepeda. 6-4 is a 37. Runner caught off. No, wait a minute. Yeah, runner caught off first. Willie Mays is picked off first. 1 out. Base is clear. 36 for it to Cepeda is a 33. Pop out to the second baseman, Ken Boswell. 2 outs. Jim Davenport. 35 is a 9 against the beat. It's a base hit over the shortstop. Davenport is 1 for 4. Catcher Ed Bailey. 34 is a ground ball to second base. Throw to first. 3 outs. We go to the 9th. San Francisco Giants 5 and the New York Mets 1. Bobby Bolin comes back out to the mound to try to close this game out. He has 3 outs to go. 3 big outs will secure the pennant for the San Francisco Giants. Here's the pitch to Jerry Grote. 5-6 is a pop-up to the shortstop, Jose Pagan, 1 down. Here's Ken Boswell. The first is Kenny Boswell, 23, is a ball hit on the ground to second base. Chuck Hiller throws to Cepeda. There's 2 outs. There are 2 outs. The Giants are 1 out away from taking the National League 1960s league pennant. Fans are on their feet. Here's the pitch from Bobby Bowen to Buddy Harrelson. Cranepool's on deck. There's a 1-1 roll. Hit column roll for Bud Harrelson. And that is a 55. That is going to be a triple for Buddy Harrelson. So Buddy Harrelson throws a wet blanket on the celebration. I'll have to wait one more time for the celebration. Cranepool takes first. Now the top of the order, here is Tommy Agee after the walk to Eddie Cranepool. Here's the pitch to Agee from Bowling. The fans are still on their feet. 33 roll. That's a 6. A double to center field. That clears the bases. And the Mets are at it again. The last time they were on the channel, they scored 3 in the 9th. But it was not quite enough. They came up short. But now that brings up the tying run to the plate, Al Weiss. Al Dark is going to get up and go to the mound. He's going to bring in Stu Miller to get the final out. Al Weiss is a .215 hitter, and he wants to try to keep the line moving. Miller wants to put this game to bed. Here's the pitch to Al Weiss. He represents the tying run. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field that's catchable. 3 outs. Final score is the San Francisco Giants 5, New York Mets 3. The Giants take the pennant. We'll be back with the wrap-up. It is a mod scene on the field. A happy bunch of San Francisco Giants all out mingling on the field. They are the 1960s National League champions. In this game, the Mets scored 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. Giants scored 5 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. Winning pitcher was Billy Pierce, who went 7 innings, 1 earned run, 7 hits, 5 strikeouts, and only 1 walk. Losing pitcher was Tug McGraw, who made one of his rare starts. He pitched 5 1/3 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. He's the losing pitcher. The only home run in the game was by Willie Mays, and that was the big 3-run home run in the 6th inning, which ultimately provided the difference in the game. Mets came storming back in the 9th, as they're accustomed to do. They are a scrappy bunch, but their rally comes up short, and the Giants are the 1960s National League champion. Star of today's game is the say-hey kid, Willie Mays. Yeah, he was picked off first, and he made an error, but he was also 2 for 3, on base 4 times. His 3-run home run in the 6th inning is the game-winning home run. Willie Mays is the star of the game. So we came into today with 3 teams exactly tied for first place. The Giants come out on top. There's no playoff game on Monday. Monday we'll have the first game of the 1960s World Series. It's going to be a best-of-3 series between the 1967 Boston Red Sox, the American League champions, and the 1962 San Francisco Giants. It'll be from Fenway Park. Boston has the home field advantage based on having a better record. Hope to see you Monday for the first game of the 1960s World Series. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for joining us, and good day, and God bless.